burning bright. We should be dancing now, dance with me, it's alright. We should be dancing now, dance with me, it's alright. We should be dancing now, dance with me, it's alright. We should be dancing now, baby, in a blink of an eye. That's how life is. A blink of an eye. Can't hold all of this, oh yeah. In a blink of an eye. That's how life is. A blink of an eye. Can't hold all of this, oh yeah. Girl, you went from being a traffic cop to a nightclub queen. Now you win every dance off with moves no one's ever seen. We should be dancing now, dance with me, it's alright. We should be dancing now, dance with me, it's alright. We should be dancing now, dance with me, it's alright. We should be dancing now, baby, in a blink of an eye. That's how life is. A blink of an eye. Can't hold all of this, oh yeah. Baby, in a blink of an eye. That's how life is. A blink of an eye. Can't hold all of this, oh yeah. I'm in the lead, we're doing fine. You show me yours, I show you mine. You're in the lead, we're doing fine. You show me yours, baby, in a blink of an eye. Baby, in a blink of an eye. That's how life is. A blink of an eye. Can't hold all of this, oh yeah. Baby, in a blink of an eye. That's how life is. A blink of an eye. Can't hold all of this, oh yeah. Baby, in a blink of an eye.
I'll be honest, I just want to play that full song again. I forgot I played it last time. I was been ready for ages now. Anyways, from my lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking. Welcome back to an episode of Apologies for leaving you on a bit of a hiatus for a while. I mean, I say that it's only been a couple of days, but I mean, for Gacha review, that's actually like an eternity. But essentially, yeah, the reason is because for the past couple of days, I've been recording this recording part. Remember the thing I mentioned on the community tab, the choir session, for We Three Kings? Yeah, that is still in progress, and there are some people who were there for. I was either one or both of them. Or I see no, there's only one session because I tried to record the other one, then had to postpone it because other stuff was going on. And I still have not got the solo that I actually needed. But that is neither here nor there. It is time to return to Gacha Review and, of course, to see the the YouTuber Academy. How this surprisingly stellar show came to an abrupt conclusion after only 2 episodes. Unfortunate, but these things happen. And we'll see if they went out on a high note or a low note. They say in theater that that the second show is usually the worst one, but the final night is the best. I don't know how much weight that holds, but considering that we're in a situation where this is both the second and final, we'll see what happens. But I'm going to welcome the guests that were here last time. this time to watch something good. So we have Ghosty and KW.
Yes.
I was about to say, I pray to the Lords this is good. I had needed a couple of days to recuperate after that last one.
I'll be honest. I wasn't. I picked this deliberately because the YouTuber Academy left us with probably one of the best impressions of the series
definitely.
that we've had in a long time. So I thought this would be like a safe bet to come back to.
Yeah, because for some reason we can't have a gotcha anything without, you know, opening dialogue.
Well, I mean, I see you're referring to the narration from the start. Well, I mean, actually, I don't know if that's going to carry on this time. I guess we'll find out. We'll probably get Madison's. Actually, I was going to say we'll get Madison's total thoughts, but it seems like this episode's all about Stella because she's the one who got described in the description. Even though Madison is still referred to in the description as the main protagonist, we still have Stella taking center stage for this for this momentous occasion. Okay, before we proceed, though, of course, we've got to check the chat. Time to wrap and tie the bow on this series that ended just as quickly as it started. Hopefully, Angels will continue the story, but if they truly will or not, we don't know.
Right.
One of us is going to have to do a fan fiction or something. This episode will be good. I didn't recall the positive from the first time watching it, so that's hopefully a good thing, I hope. Well, I mean, that's the thing. There weren't really that many negatives. I think the biggest complaint that we all had was the lack of sound effects, and that was really it.
Yeah.
There's other stuff, too. There was as Ghosty mentions, the opening narration.
Oh, not only opening narration, but also character introduction narration. So it was a double wombo combo. The only thing missing was the drink.
Oh. Oh wait, I just recall who voice acts in this episode. I'll keep it a secret for now, but I mean, it's in the description of the original video, so but yeah, I guess we could pretend not to know. I also completely forgot about it until I was editing the description and the settings because I had a bit of extra time. But yeah. I think we did already say last time, but hey, for the sake of anyone watching the VOD who has no clue and doesn't want to check the description before we start, then I guess we'll do it that way. I don't know.
However, I'm going into this blind, so I'm going to be surprised.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, in that case, we've got all the more reason not to say then. Okay, random side note. Jacob's posting a thunderism of a memes that's popular. Go on the gossiping or something. I can't unsee it. It was supposed to be me like defending Stella because she was getting like bullied on all fronts, and because we all liked Stella from last time, I put myself as like, hey, leave her alone or something like that. But yeah, Life 2. That's still working out the kinks of that one. Actually, I gave myself something to research later, which I only know because how people have done a series from a popular as Mean Girl's perspective. I mean, it was Stella who said last time, Mean Girl, what do you think this is? A high school rom-com or drama series or something? So, I think she's here to subvert more than anything else. Because, I mean, she did seem to have like an actual genuinely nice streak. She just was a little bit high-strung, let's say, at the start.
I guess so.
She seems more like the what the Disney Channel refers to as quirky characters. It seems more like those, essentially. Like the ones that Courtney Miller makes fun of on Smosh. Yeah. So I'm making a list of things that said, hey, why not? What Johnny should have done last time. That's a new name, I think.
Hello, Glow.
All right. Let's see. Of course, it's on to Academy. I hope everyone has their notebooks ready. Oh, I think this one's for you, KW. Which I presume is wrong again, but oh well.
Using the Google Translate.
I was about to say, like, Google Translate is wrong on its translations almost 50% of the time.
I actually, you know what? Fun fact about speaking of Google Translate, this is something that happened to me today. So there was Nino the Kind-Hearted Kid has been sending me lines to do for Angel Pops, and he missed one. So I got the line today, and it was it was something that like didn't make sense grammatically. I was trying to figure out what exactly he was trying to say, and then I remembered, oh, of course, this must have been translated from Spanish. So I mumbled it to myself like in Spanish. It's like, oh, that's what he's trying to say. So I did make a bit of a tweak to the
Like,
line, which I hope
Google
he's fine with.
Translate is always wrong. Do not trust Google Translate.
I
I
don't
am
know about
this
always. Did I tell you the
close.
story about my French project?
Oh
This
no.
close to speaking Japanese and Fox Puppeteer.
Well, I mean, one second. I got to tell my French story.
Yeah,
So,
yes, it's good. Go for it.
yeah. So, but my French teacher in secondary school famously hated Google Translate for the reasons that you basically just stated right now, and she prides herself on always being able to detect it whenever it's being used, and she is a native French speaker. So, for all those reasons, we were discouraged from using it, and so most of us didn't. Well, actually, I think most of us didn't. Some people still try to get away with it on homework, and they always caught. The only person who got away with it was me. Apparently, because on one particular project we were doing, I was just completely lost on a lot of what was going on. So I used it to like look up several different things, like way more. Just whenever she wasn't looking, I just like pull up the tab. Yeah, not my proudest moment, but one out of sheer desperation. And then I asked her like if it was okay. Then she's like, ah, no, c'est parfait. So, which apparently it was perfect. So apparently the trick to Google Translate is just don't use it for like a full paragraph. Just look up a few words, make sure the spelling is correct, obviously. But apparently it's better in French. Who knew?
Konnichiwa.
Maybe it's because English and French like share a root with each other.
I recognize that bone. I know my Japanese. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, apparently, oh, okay, never mind. Just irritating me. I was trying to see, like, where's the stuff going from. Is the music glitching a bit? I was playing it from the computer while I was, like, turning off, like, a bunch of stuff on Task Manager, just maybe my CPU was acting up. It should be fine for the actual video for right now.
Musical jump scare.
Oh, speaking of Spanish, we have Maith West here, apparently. Very interesting name, and I think I recognize you from a couple of other streams, so welcome back. Bunny's only got one goes good. What? I don't know. I think I missed some context there.
I think so.
Yes, speak English, I can't. Which reminds me, like after recording We Three Kings yesterday, there was like one of Aiden's complaints, because Aiden was one of the people who was there, was that the old English was like reordered a lot. So the sentence structure didn't make a lot of sense, which was unfair to the rhyme scheme. But then I remembered, like, that actually, this song, now that I'm reading it again, it sounds like it was written by Yoda, doesn't it?
Oh my god,
frankincense to offer have I.
Can we get a Yoda to sing We Three Kings, please?
I mean, I feel like that, even in a quiet setting, that might be a little bit distracting, but I can try. Okay. It was insane without the Jacob Butter streams. The world ended twice, one on each day. Yeah. Maybe turn on a face cam. He's done that before. And Aiden did a backflip live. It was insane. Aiden did something live? What? That is insane.
What?
Yeah. I've told him several times that he should do streams of his own, depending on sometimes, but he doesn't like doing the one on his channel.
Oh my god, it's Mia 2.0. That is literally Mia 2.0, Jacob. The Mia's West.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's Maya Z. Wait, what? No, that still doesn't make sense because that'd be with an H. I didn't even know. Okay. I'm sorry. You named yourself Corn in Spanish. I was distracted. Anyway, I shall moonwalk into your nightmares. That sounds like a Scary British Noises quote.
Oh god.
Oh, this is what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Bond, that is not how I know French. I was desperate. It was a moment of desperation. I actually studied in French class, okay? I got some of the top grades, all right?
I didn't know you had French.
Oh, you're talking about the fact that I had French class. Okay, yes, I did have French in my curriculum. I was actually supposedly in my school we were supposed to learn either French or Spanish, but actually it's weird because we started off with supposedly in year 7 just French. I wasn't there for year 7. I moved to the UK when I was in year 8. So year 8 they introduced Spanish, so you have to have both those for a year, and then afterwards in year 9 for some reason you pick one or the other, and then for GCSEs again you pick one or the other, and then you carry that on until year 11, and then you do the exam.
That's kind of like in
yeah.
America,
The reason-
where you had to
Yeah,
choose.
the reason I picked French is because I was allowed to take my GCSEs early in year 8, so I'd already done all the Spanish they would teach there, and so I picked French. As like, you know what, why not?
I took Spanish in trade school and barely passed.
Oh, I guess there must have been a lot of overlap. Oh, of course, yeah, because Spanish is like hugely on the rise in the US. I remember now.
Spanish is hugely on the rise in the US, but the language I've gravitated the most and the one I can read is Russian, actually.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I can read but not speak Russian.
I was gonna say because last time you said like I'm not good at speaking another language, so I'm just gonna say this in English or something. But okay, I was gonna say because if we could like have the Russian version of Ghosty, that would be amazing. Okay, I don't think it was. Yeah, so Spanish. Yeah, that's what I was saying there. Spanish wasn't my curriculum. Yeah. You changed your name and profile to Tupac. No, you didn't. You changed your profile to Corn West. That's not. Is that Tupac's actual name? Was Tupac Amaru Shakur like a pseudonym or something? Was his actual name Corn West? I'm not surprised he changed it then.
God.
Oh right, okay. So we've got to check in for Ghosty specifically.
How are you doing, Ghosty?
Am I doing okay? No.
I mean, you said you needed a 2-day cleanse. Hopefully hopefully you feel
I
a little bit
needed
cleansed.
a 2-day cleanse. I took a whole day to myself to do absolutely nothing.
Makes sense.
And now I'm here today because, believe it or not, Johnny's stream just hit a bit different.
Johnny's
it's time to
stream
do something.
was something. Definitely not a adorable review.
No, but hopefully this will be, because I selected it specifically because I think it's going to be fun. So
Please,
let's
God,
go ahead.
I need it.
All right, fine. Without further ado, on with the review.
After class.
Woo!
Bye! Phew. All right, Stellar. You've made your first friend already.
Okay, so this is interesting because I think like the last episode ended with them going to class and they don't have any classes together. So maybe this is like right away opening up where we left off from last time. But because they don't have any classes, we separate now and we follow a different perspective. That's a very clean opening, I will say.
Damn, you're
Also,
good at
there's
this.
Josh in chat asking if I'm feeling better from the Disco Pops review yet.
Well, yeah, you
And
kind of
the
already
ans-
answered that. You kind of already answered that with the last time.
Yeah.
when you put that
I
on
took a
screen.
2-day cleanse, but the answer is still no.
Mhm.
Johnny made a mistake.
I mean, apparently that video's been deleted, so. And
Like,
I'm glad.
Whether it's been deleted or not, there's still like the fact and case scenario that it still exists.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I was
Well,
just saying,
okay. I
like-
mean, well, it still exists on on Gacha Review because everything on Gacha Review ends up being
Like-
archived for life, regardless of whether you delete
like-
it or not.
Right.
Surprise! Still existed. Some choices were made. I didn't like any of the choices, and now I'm glad that video is gone.
I despise it so much. I even give it a dislike. That's how mad I was.
Fair enough. Okay, so and yes, the previous episode, episode 4, came out separately yesterday, and it's still a respectable 23 minutes long. So again, would have made a fine video on its own because Johnny was worried about time restrictions or something. In fact, let me just check what the other episode durations are. 12 minutes, 17, and 11. Yeah, this would have been fine on its own. Anyway, back to this video.
All that's left to do is head to my first class, entertainment class.
That is a thing
Hey,
to
we
mention last
have done
episode. So
a
yeah, we are
hard
opening up.
hand.
Oh, and she got. Oh, again, I love to see a series that has masking now. They know how to actually do that. Like actually going through the door into the entrance. Don't know what face they actually was putting there. Just like going. I don't know.
All right, class, settle down.
Okay. Oh, we got a custom board. All right. So we got frequent uploads, good perseverability. I don't know what that graph is measuring exactly.
Frequent uploads, good performance.
Well, I know, but like that's a weird axis to have.
Like,
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
like I know what that access is. If you want me to say it. Oh yes,
Go on.
if it isn't the parasocial curve.
Oh.
All right. That's nice. Okay. So yeah, we've got here interact with the viewers. Thank the Patreons. That's a very good idea. Speaking of which, thank you to all the YouTube members, all one of you that I have. Anyway.
All singular of you.
Look, Jake, I don't have the money.
Like
I understand. I wasn't trying to call out anyone. I was just trying to, do what it said on the. I don't have a Patreon, so this is that's the approximation I have.
also,
I don't have
would
Patreon either.
I would like to state that we're in the future and Patreon is still a thing. Actually, no, that makes sense because Patreon is pretty good to its creators.
Yeah, and also YouTube is still a thing, and Pixar and Disney.
Apparently.
Yeah, I don't dig that this takes place in the future. This is modern day plus.
Essentially,
I wouldn't.
it's not unreasonable to assume that Pixar will still exist in how many times did I say it was last time? Like 37 years time? Because I mean it's been around since 1986, so I mean why not? As for Disney, I mean obviously Disney 100 this year, so clearly they'll still be going. Hopefully anyway. So yeah, but YouTube, it depends actually, the whims of Google, but yeah.
Down, settle
Yeah.
The
down.
fleeting whims of Google.
Yeah, because I watched a video by Tom Scott at one point where he talks about like how Google tends to like scrap projects that aren't working immediately, and YouTube is usually like every year is a loss monetarily for Google. So will they ever scrap it eventually? Who knows?
The lesson is about to begin. My name is Miss Harrison, and I'll be teaching you this semester.
And that was our celebrity cameo, by the way.
Who? It was Emily, wasn't it?
It was Emily.
Not Emily.
I mean, what? I mean, if Emily were in this series, I would have invited her along for this, despite the fact that it was past her bedtime.
Who is that?
Shall I
No
play it?
thoughts, head empty.
I'll play it again. Because we're talking over it.
Class, settle down, settle down. The lesson is about to begin. My name is Miss Harrison, and I'll be teaching you this semester.
Let's just say it's someone who is. Let's just say it is someone who is very used to talking slowly and over-explaining things to people.
That doesn't narrow down the list.
Okay. Okay. All right then.
I was about to say, Jacob, that is a very, very long list. You're gonna have to be more exact, my man.
Okay. It's a long list, but yeah, it's someone who talked about previously on this channel. Oh, it's Aiden. Wow. I mean, okay.
Ow.
Okay. Aiden too. I don't know about the talking slowly part, but everything else, yes. All right. Yes, Aiden was Miss Harrison.
No, he wasn't.
Although, yeah, well, I mean, we know if Aiden did a girl voice, it would sound way more cartoonish than that.
Yes, we know. That's because Aiden doesn't know what a woman is. He's never.
He knows what an old lady is. That's close enough. All right.
Close enough.
That pencil sticking to her head. Oh, have you never seen that before? Actually, wait, my headset's in the way. Can't be shown properly. There you go. I got my hair cut like yesterday, so it's not as prominent as usual. Although out of curiosity, my record is 86.
Oh, wait. Is it Yummy?
I thought you
No.
knew the answer, but yes, it is.
Okay. What? I haven't watched Yummy in a long while, okay?
Like,
I'm
in
so
Oh, I
annoying.
think- Okay, here we go. Her username ends with XOX and her name starts with Yam, not the food. I forgot her name ended in XOX.
And no, I wasn't joking. I didn't know who was speaking there for a second.
No, I know you weren't. I just didn't know that KW also didn't know.
Look, I haven't watched. I only maybe watched like 3 Yummy videos in total, and mostly videos with her with Scott Dane Stallone's name, and that's pretty much it.
Look, that's completely fair. Again, the only reason that I recognized her is because people said last time that was a thing.
Also,
I can't remember who mentioned it to me. It was probably Josh, knowing Josh.
I would like to go loop around back to Ghost Kitty's comment. Ghost Kitty can't tell when I'm joking.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a pretty dry sense of humor. It's very hit or miss, and I legitimately don't know who Yummy is.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yummy.
I have no
I think
idea.
you want to vote Yummy. I think you want to vote Yummy if you don't like high pitched voices.
that's not what was implied here. Just because Ghosty has a dry voice, whatever, doesn't mean that she hates all
dry
high-pitched
sense of
voices.
humor.
Yeah, exactly. There's no correlation there.
No, I just meant her voice is really high pitched, and I don't know if Kelsey can handle that or not, because I know I can't.
I don't know. She's heard Kim on my street and Kawaii-chan, so I feel like she's fine.
Ghost Kitty is like Ghosty is a very tough person to read. I don't know if that's a good thing. That's up to you. I don't know how to feel about that actually.
I don't know. You're like Tenshin Han.
Yummy.
Also,
Read that guy.
Ghost Kitty, I'm a really terrible person to read because I am a mess of trauma shaped into the approximation of a person.
Oh my god,
Sounds
I'm
like you've
so
been-
Sometimes
scared.
I don't even exist.
Sounds like it's been sculpted out of clay by the Greek gods or something. Who say it that way?
I've been sculpted out of clay, but I have been sculpted incorrectly.
Just
I have-
added differently proportioned ingredients. Other than that,
Like,
you're fine.
I've been sculpted without the correct parameters.
Okay. Apparently, this is a general consensus with everyone. Fair
Why
enough.
is this a general consensus? Can you read
I
me,
don't-
Jacob?
I feel like yes. I would imagine so. Yeah.
No way.
At least it's not about sexuality.
No way.
What else is about?
No,
Okay,
remember
I
like
mean-
one time.
Oh yeah, I did say that I had my gaydar permanently switched off on purpose. Yes.
and then
I did
and
say
then
that.
Gose asked me like, "Hey, when you first met me, did I sound like I have a certain voice or whatever to can tell whether I am gay or not?" And I'm just like, half the time.
Is this the right time to say I'm kind of afraid of Ghosty? What?
Oh,
Why? Because of the sack. Is
how
that
am
why?
I not afraid? I am a dark
Or the bag.
Armelian. You should be afraid of me. I have dark magic.
I don't have dark
Well,
magic.
but remember, KW, Bond doesn't know what that is, so of course he's not going to be afraid. Of course he's not going to be afraid.
Also, don't be afraid of me. Trust me, I'm not going. I can't hurt anything. And like, if anything, more people have hurt me in my time on this planet than the other way around.
Sad but true.
Hey, she's in my class? What
Yes,
is that
horseshoe
Twitch
boy.
thought
She
doing
is in
here?
your class. Get
Yeah.
over it.
I mean, statistically, it was going to happen at some point.
Does the school really think we're at the same level?
Oh right, that's I forgot. Yeah, they use sets here, so they actually so that's why he's saying that. But as far as like they'd be grouped by ability as well as by what they need on their curriculum.
Oh!
Two-faced moron!
Bomb! I am.
Yes, a dark Hyrulan.
Alright, time to move to Canada, find some bunny rabbit, and make some rabbit stew. I'll be right back. See ya. Bye.
All right. In the meantime, we've alerted the bad boys. Oh wow, she actually left. Okay.
And it's here.
Oh, she's
Just
actually
when I
gone.
thought I could ignore
Don't
him
worry,
this
she'll be
whole
back. They always
semester.
come back.
Yeah, which is an interesting fact about Gacha review.
They always come back.
Mhm. I mean, you could say that about all FNAF fans, really.
Oh my gosh. Harley and Jackie too? Looks like being the best comes with a price.
Is everything alright? You're staring at that girl.
No, everything is not all right.
How can you tell we're staring? I've only got one eye. Kidding.
Elijah, do you know who she is?
I'm afraid I don't.
Like
That
should
girl.
that should be a joke in Monster Compendium. Alex looking at someone and she's like, "Why are you looking at that stack of papers?" No,
Is Stellar's
okay, fine.
system.
Yeah.
Stack
Either-
of papers, so interesting.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, either that was like, hey, Ulrich, guess what? Guess what? That girl in class has a crush on you. She keeps looking at you. What side of my head is she on? That one. Oh, that's I don't know.
Wow.
Like, Alex just turns his head to look straight at her, and it's like one of those bird videos.
it's like don't look too hard. Okay, sure. No. You like twist his head back around again.
I can't. Like, you pointed her out to me, but I literally cannot see her.
Okay. And yes, Damien is this guy's name. He's sitting next to a guy who looks like a stereotypical bad boy. Well, misery loves company.
And I
Also,
am
he called
miserable.
him Elijah.
My #1 competitor on Twitch.
Oh? And you're not friends?
Okay, so you just said that you don't think you're on the same ability as her, but he's your #1 competitor on a separate platform.
And Nanny! Nanny!
Yeah.
No, she's my rival, idiot. I don't do friends.
But
Oh, ouch. Okay, fine. I'll move away from you then, shall I?
Wow.
Jeez.
I'm your friend.
I meant by online friends.
But you're not online.
The point
Wow.
is, that girl is trying to steal my #1 spot, and I'm not gonna let that happen.
If she has the potential to steal your online spot, your #1 spot, then you can also, end up, end up in the same class together based on abilities. It implies you have the same ability as you.
Yes, it implies you're on the same level. I don't
Yeah.
see either of you with an IEP, so don't get on my level. Oh my god, what's happening to my voice?
Yeah. Also, from what I can tell, this guy is mainly a YouTuber, so Twitch would be his second platform. So if anything, he's just being petty about him being, taking on one spot on a platform that is not the one that he mains on. Also, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he streams CS:GO and posts his VODs, and that's why
Yeah.
he's. I don't know. I don't care. Get out of here, Mr. Blue
I
Hair
don't care.
Horseshoe Boy.
I don't care. You know
His
it.
hair is blue. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Okay. I'm just going to call Damien Grape and Elijah Cherry. Sure. Okay.
Now that I've introduced myself, I will be partnering you all into groups of 3 so that we can do a warm-up.
A warm-up for what?
For acting! Today I will be assessing how well you're able to collaborate with new people. And please don't call out next time, Jackie.
Whatever.
Now then, let's begin. Group 1. Jackie, Elijah, and Hallie.
Yippee! Jackie, we're in a group! Great.
Look at her face. Like,
I like that expression, actually.
yeah. I
She
mean,
looks genuinely happy to be paired up with someone who doesn't give a shit.
yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
give
So,
two
yeah,
hoots about it.
yeah. So Stella before, like, was fangirling about the possibility of these two collabing. Clearly, clearly, Catgirl, whose name I've already forgotten, has the same idea.
Yes! I'm in a group with Elijah. This is my chance to finally talk to him.
Group
Oh,
2.
interesting development.
Robert, Nathan,
Wait, actually, that implies they already know each other because this school just opened. So, all right. Anyway.
and Rachel.
Like, the school just
Group
opened, but these kids seem like a bunch of people who are terminally online, so we can't count
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, they would know of each other through social media, I guess. Maybe Elijah is actually Jackie's YouTuber crush or something.
Oh my
Also,
god.
Here is one small nitpick I hate. Look at the hand that's holding the list.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
it's like
like
a
that.
wedge between different fingers. Yeah.
But also, I just
Oh, the
noticed.
shoulder looks dislocated too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm noticing that more and more as with Gachalife 2. I redid the position of the thumbnail several times because of those exact reasons. But this was
I-
Gachalife, I think it was made in, so
I just noticed that to put in a make sure to subscribe, smiley face, in the corner of the backboard.
oh, okay.
Like,
I
I feel
just
like that
realized.
there's, like, some custom art in here. Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you can still see that there's like more things on the other side too, which I guess means that on that
Something
separate
about
wall we're gonna get something else.
notifications. Like,
Yeah. And then fourth one is probably and something. Anyway.
Hannah, Damien, and
Not me, not me!
Stella.
Damn it!
Of course.
just like awkward silence.
Mhm.
What is the meaning of
Custom
this?
books and a custom tablet. No, Ghost Kitty, the tablet she's holding is not in fact custom.
Yeah, that's an actual gacha prop. If anything, it
Yeah.
looks more like a USB drive or something. Or like a compressed floppy
There's
disk.
no way I'm being put in a group with that untalented blonde bimbo.
Right back at ya, you overbearing midget!
Midget? I am 5'5".
4.
4, thank you.
Yeah, that actually honestly isn't that short.
Both of you sit down right
Wait,
now.
he's taller than me.
Yeah.
And I'm 5'2".
I have to put a contains outdated language description now.
I will not tolerate this type of behavior. The reason I put you two in a group in the first place is because this is a great opportunity to make new friends.
And why would we need to do that?
Because of collaborations, you moron. Obviously.
So that you can collaborate on your actual channels and grow together.
Thank
And
you.
don't think just because you're new to this school that I'll allow such disrespect.
Everyone is new to this school. This school just opened. Madison said that at the opening of last episode. What do you mean?
Wow. Just
But other than that, good on you for being stern on these, these unruly brats.
The both of you will be facing a detention.
What? But I only called out!
Not only did
Yeah, you called out. You also yelled at him, and used again outdated language, which again it's outdated by 2023. Imagine in 2050.
oh
you call out
god.
after I told others not to, but you also disrupted my class.
If you said nothing, this wouldn't have happened.
It's never still a shot. It's always zooming in towards the missing person, very slightly panning across every single time. It's like a little bit of movement, despite it actually going anywhere.
Gee, thanks. I'm
Reminds me of-
loving the
Reminds me of later My Street and Phoenix Drop days.
encouragement.
I wonder what Madison is up to.
Hey, Valerie!
What?
Okay, this is an interesting idea. One with it. A floating head for animation. Interesting.
I'm a floating head!
Alright, I'm the team's leader since I obviously have more experience.
Excuse me? Don't we share almost the same amount of followers?
Yes, but experience is all to do with like how long you've been doing something for. So whoever started their channel first would be the one with more experience.
I don't mind not being the leader. What have I gotten myself into?
Fine. What game do you suggest we play then, leader?
I love the idea of someone just being caught in the crossfire of these two. Brings me right back to primary school, actually, when my two best friends hate each other's guts for an entire year.
Oh god.
Glad you asked. Hannah?
Yeah, honestly, I want to do a story about that at some point. Like, not about them specifically, but I mean, like, with that dynamic in mind.
Are you familiar with Fall Guys?
Oh yes, I play it all.
Seriously? That kitty game?
Yeah, the one that came out 30 years before this video was set.
Wow.
You know, the one that didn't make it didn't make it still trending after the year it came out.
Call yourself a gamer.
Fine. Smash Bros then.
Alright. That so happens to be a game I'm good at.
Great. I'll get the equipment from the storage cabinet.
I'll help too.
Meanwhile, she's like, I'm actually really bad at Smash Bros. I haven't played any versions. Even the 17 other versions that came out in the time between this video's filming and when it's set.
Okay. I'll do anything for you two to stop being at each other's throats.
Including leave you alone in a room together with no other supervision. Solid plan.
Thank you once again for helping out.
Don't sweat it.
Oh, never mind.
We're in the same team, aren't we?
Yeah. What happened between you and Damien?
We're rivals. Nothing more, nothing less.
Really? People don't just hate each other for no reason.
Obviously never met Sniper Wolf.
You're
No, not Sniper Wolf, really? You had to pay her up! Ah!
right?
I was just thinking like the whole like Sniper Wolf and Azzyland thing that's like also surfaced on top of like, everything else going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on all the time.
Of course.
Oh yeah, that's my channel name.
Well, imagine that one day a YouTuber just like you asks.
Actually, wait. I need to learn what our channel name was. Let's go back slightly.
You're Hannymelon 3D, right?
Oh yeah, that's my channel name.
Well, imagine that one day a YouTuber just like you asks you to join their stream. You really like this person's content and was inspired to be like them. But
Implying that they have more experience than you as a result?
once you got there and introduced yourself to their massive audience, they start to humiliate you on camera. Not in the straight up way so people can call them a jerk, but in the it's just a joke kind of way. They brought up some controversies you've been in, and all of a sudden you're known as that really popular streamer who only has fans because they're pretty. No matter what you do.
Wait, why would you be known as that? If you would have been involved in controversy, that would be what you would be known for, rather than like just having fans because you're pretty.
Also,
That would have happened. That would happen regardless of whether or not Damien said anything, right?
Yeah,
Because
I was about to say, no offense, honey baby, but if sexism still exists in this world, then most likely you would have been known as that anyway.
I mean, again, depending on her like actual looks in universe as well.
Really sorry.
No, it's okay. I feel
no
like
offense,
talking to someone who
but people are probably gonna be at me and say, "Hey, you ugly," and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, you're right."
I mean, I've heard some people have said the opposite to you as well.
Yeah.
There you go. This is where we have to still explain things. Ah, yes, a tale as old as time. Girl meets boy, boy humiliates girl in front of Twitch audience, girl gets angry at boy as a result. Yeah. What kind of YouTuber that girl is, not stemming the other girl in the group? That's a good point. They never actually said. So, I'm not sure if like the groups that Ms. Harrison came up with are based on the type of content that the others do. I mean, you would think that if you're trying to like make a list and you've already like picked out the groups, then you would do it that way. It could have been random selection, but it seems, yeah. If I were teaching that class, I would have definitely, done something accordingly.
understands how
I also would have like given them a bit of like a general overview before starting on a group project. But anyway,
it feels helps a little. Psh, but I am smoking hot though, so I guess that's a compliment.
Wow.
oh, okay. So suddenly you're fine with it. Make up your mind.
You have some pretty good self-esteem.
It's what I get for being the best.
So, Elijah, you're reaching 1 million subscribers soon.
What on earth is she doing in the corner? Can we get the camera off of her, please? Yes, it's not even like folks that are supposed to be on you. I think they're like filming a video right now. This has to be cropped out in the edit.
Yeah, someone get her off screen.
That's not an easy. That's not an easy reframe. You have to get like a mid shot, change to 4:3. Good lord.
Congrats on you.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Do you have any tips for fans watching this?
I will say Jackie does seem different on camera rather than off camera, so I'm glad to like add. Again, that's not been outright stated yet, but clearly that's that's what we're building up to here. Meanwhile, Catgirl here is just the same no matter what.
Catgirl.
Catgirl is like Ethan Nestor after a certain time on camera, where he'll start off relatively normal and then will just like get crazier and crazier as time goes by.
I wonder where I hear that before.
Work hard.
What a dry response. He's really not helping. Yes.
This is why there needs to be an entertainment class. This is why, he'll get a bad grade as a result of this, and then he'll be encouraged to improve upon that.
I feel like she's in this class because she isn't very hospitable.
Yeah. Well, hey, at least she can pretend to be. She's more advanced than he is.
Harley, could you stop posing for a second?
Yeah, okay, Jackie-chan.
Hold back the cringe. You can do.
I love the idea that, again, Jackie Chan. Again, by 2050, who knows if Jackie Chan is still a well-known actor at this point? I mean, you never know.
What? So, Harley, tell us more about yourself.
Okay, my name is Harley, but all of you know me as Harley Chu. I make super duper cute.
Harley Chu. A character with ears and a high-pitched voice with a name named Chu. On top of the fact that we have another character in this called Maddimations, and also I forgot to mention there's a channel called Annie Melon that also exists, which is a yeah. So maybe all these people are based on like actual YouTubers.
Yeah, I think they are based on actual YouTubers. I can't wait to see the commentary end of this.
If that's the case, Annie Melon is a reaction channel, which means that again, Hanny Melon is going to be completely out of her depth here.
Cute cosplays and makeup tutorials. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Harley Chu.
Yes. I guess that's it for this collaboration. Thank you.
Oh, no actual questions about like advice for fans or anything? Like the person who's actually going to speak to you? Sure, what a great way to end it.
You all for tuning in.
Bye-bye, everybody. Make sure you check out my Instagram at Harley Chu.
Yeah, you already said that. Good grief, you sound like Aiden doing calls to actions way too much at the end. Yeah, by the way, this is a bit of a YouTube advice from me. Don't do too many calls to actions, because the more stuff that you list and the more that you do that immediately, you will end up end up with people less likely to actually take that seriously, and they'll just, they might just like either click off, or if you're lucky,
Also-
watch a different video.
Reverse psychology. If you don't tell them to like and subscribe, they're going to do it because you're not annoying. Magic.
Jacob's
That
like,
depends.
eh.
Like, that depends. Doing actual calls to action is a good idea. But at the same time, again, it's like, going overboard is the problem. If you say like in the middle of a video, if they just do it for a second, it's like, hey, by the way, subscribe to such and such, then people will be like, oh yeah, sure, maybe. But it's got to be like non-intrusive at the same time. But yeah, doing it all the time, that's when it gets annoying. Especially again, if it's like right at the beginning of or an end of a video, because the end of the video people are going to be like, okay, I'll do one thing maybe, and then I'll carry on. Or if it's the beginning of a video, they're like, well, I haven't watched your content yet, so why should I follow you on Instagram? Like, what is there to offer there? So, depends. Okay. The bus of realization just hit me. Yeah, I wonder who Jackie is based on.
Already said that.
Bye.
That was a good.
Actually, furthermore, I wonder who Elijah's based on, because I don't know any many YouTubers who have that lack of charisma.
Good attempt.
I think Jackie should have asked more questions. You
I think so too, actually. Harley's right.
weren't any help either, numbskull.
I agree with Harley.
Oh, wait, oh, really? I mean, yes, you're right. It was my
Wow.
Don't be so harsh on yourself, Jackie. And Elijah, you're much more expressive on your YouTube channel. What happened?
fault. Elijah seems really thrown off. Is
Is this not what he normally is like? That's kind of like a bit, it's a bit
a weird
deceptive.
indication to family trouble? With my great looks and charm, maybe he'll open up to me.
Yes, that's what you gotta do to get people to open up to you. Be hot. Good grief.
This'll be just like a romance movie.
Oh no, is she imagining it?
No,
Oh no.
I would have sped up that transition just to make that more clear, but I mean, maybe like add a little bit of like a filter on top of here, but yeah.
Elijah, you can always talk to me.
He looks really
thank you.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's why it wasn't a filter, because it's like actually happening, but she didn't pull it off. Fair enough.
Like she went to roll for charisma, gotten that one.
Yeah, she did what Afmal did in the D&D sessions. It's like, I roll to flirt with him. It fails every time.
Yeah, oh my god, yes.
Garth didn't even call out any numbers. He just said it fails. That's all you needed.
Yeah, that's all you need, like, in a D&D campaign. The DM doesn't technically need to give out, like, anything to you if they don't want to.
Yeah. Also, my mind, I keep thinking if I just a workout such to a YouTuber, so I wonder if he's in a group. He's in a group with Jackie, Makeup, and Harley cosplay. Actually, I think he might be, because there was like one person who Madison mentioned last time, who like Madison's dad watches like his workout videos or something, and she was excited to like meet him because he was like millions ahead or something like that. Where it's like, yeah, millions ahead. If that's an actual estimate, remember that in this 1 year, anyone over 500,000 subscribers is supposed to, by the end of the school year, double their numbers. So I'd feel bad for Elijah if that were the case, if he's millions ahead. Anyway. Look at me, Elijah. I'm hot. You can tell me all your problems. Yeah.
You.
Me.
Okay,
Maybe
nice.
I've been watching too much Netflix.
Where'd everyone go? Did they just leave her there? Did they leave her crying in the corner and no one said anything?
Jackie,
Yeah,
are
you can tell me all of your problems. Or like in the background, just holding a cross.
Mm-hmm.
Just throws it at her.
Mm-hmm.
okay? I'm fine. My eyes are just sweating.
You know, there was an actual line in Gumball at one point where he like tries to give that as an excuse. And it's like, no, my eyes, it's just sweat from my eyes. Oh wait, no, that's actually really gross. Yeah, I was crying.
She's actually pretty decent.
That twerp's
Which one? I'm guessing you mean Stella, but just in case.
really good at this.
Alright.
Meanwhile, again, the reaction, presumably reaction YouTuber, is not enjoying herself. Maybe these groups weren't exactly the best selections after all.
You two, that's enough.
What? Why? I'm so close to annihilating her.
Or not!
The lesson is about to end. You three need to put the equipment back. You both did fairly well. I will be grading these videos after class.
Fine.
Well, you're gonna, I guess, that all could be edited. You don't get to edit the videos before they're graded. I guess it is about like entertainment and charisma. So in a way, like a lot of that's, people will add like bells and whistles to disguise their stuff, which may explain Elijah's charisma on his channel. Maybe.
You do realize.
Also, I love how Chaki is a pop girl, but how it looks both tomboyish and girly, if that makes sense. She's a beauty guru, so I guess that's I guess she's like worked on her aesthetic deliberately.
It's a very in right now.
Which means that it will probably be very retro by the time that this is set, but yeah.
Realize I was about to win, right?
No, I mean,
Wow.
it's very in right now, making a reference to a meme.
Oh, right.
There's actually fashion memes.
Well, yeah, I'd be surprised if there weren't.
Big ego is able to fit inside such a small body.
For the last time, I'm not small.
And I wasn't going to lose. Not to someone like you.
Guys, please stop arguing.
Oh, but you were.
I
Just
like how
admit that I'm better.
He's assumably on the same plane as her, so they're both about the same height.
Pretty much, yeah.
Better than
If anything, he actually looks taller than her.
you already. All you are and ever will be is some blonde Barbie who gets what she wants when she wants, just because she's pretty.
That's not true!
Did she, like, actually get locked away? Hold on, let me just look at that. Oh, okay, I skipped ahead by accident.
Not to someone like you.
Guys, please stop arguing.
Oh, but you were. Just admit that I'm better than you already. All you are and ever will be is some blonde Barbie who gets what she wants when she wants, just because she's pretty.
I wonder if it would have been better if we didn't hear the backstory from Stella at first, and this was the first indication that this was going to hit hard for her.
That's not true!
I guess he did, like, slightly knock her away. Wait, hold a second. An actual sound effect! We have sound effects in this video!
Woo!
Also, that based on that sound effect, that was not enough to knock that over. And she is not far away enough for that shadow to be looming over her in this way. She did not back away in the slightest. I appreciate the effort of trying to, use a different perspective from the camera and play around with shadows, but yeah, unfortunately, it would not work like this in reality.
Hannah!
And that's how Hannah died.
Apparently.
It's this overweight shelf. Don't just stand there. Help me.
Right!
Yeah. Well, come on. And you, move out of the way or something. You were standing up. Like, just use your feet. Jeez. Okay,
No, it was cool.
that shot was better. Yeah.
You okay?
Oh my god. This was about to turn into some Danganronpa murder scene.
You guys saved me. Thank you both. Honestly.
You're pretty
You have saved my life. I am eternally grateful.
strong. for
Also,
a
I
man.
love the Danganronpa reference.
Yeah, again in 2050.
2050. Actually, no, that's about as much time as it takes for a new Danganronpa game to come out.
It's Danganronpa 2.
Call me it
Wow.
again, and I'll throw you under this shelf myself.
All of the consoles.
You only just noticed they fell off. I noticed that beforehand because they actually took the time to animate them falling. Not to add the sounds for them, but still.
Crap. That's
Also,
a good
I,
couple £100 right there.
Double £100 only?
Like, they fine. Just put them back on the shelf. Gaming
based
equipment
on-
is more durable than you think it is.
Yeah, and also based on like inflation rates by the time 2050 would roll around, those would be like worth like at least 1,000 or something each. if anything.
What do we do?
There's
We
a
can't say
reason
that
they
we
make
broke.
gaming equipment durable. That's because people know that, the gamers have a mean right hook and can break almost anything with our bare hands.
Yeah, also, it's not a Game Boy in the background. It's 2050. Why do they have a Game Boy?
That thing is ancient. That's why I say that this takes place in modern day plus.
Even modern day plus, a Game Boy on a shelf would be I mean, unless someone does really retro games, maybe. like one of Stella's streams is just her with full of charisma, hey guys, it's Stella. Today we're gonna play some Tetris.
Oh God.
We're gonna or Super Mario World. I hope you can actually see what's going on because it was not made for 4K resolution.
I mean, I was gonna say, there was singly art speedruns on about with Super Mario Brothers and such like that, but I don't know if they would still be doing that in 2050 if this is supposed to take place in 2050.
The speedrun record would be 0.3 seconds by this point.
These?
The Stellar Swenson? Resorting to lying? Looks like you're just as bad as me.
Why you?
I'll say that it fell on us when we were reaching the top shelf. Trust me.
Are you sure they'll believe us?
If all three of us says so, they'll have to.
This isn't setting a good example.
I mean, if they have cameras in this room, then you're gonna get busted anyway, but sure.
Oh, please. You're the last.
They got into a fight and accidentally knocked their shelf over. It's honestly an average thing. Those controllers aren't even
they would get punished
broke.
for it, but they would get punished for it, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Last person to talk about setting a good example.
Or worse,
Can't argue.
expelled.
Oh.
She really needs to sort out her priorities. Yeah. Today we'll be playing Arcade Pac-Man. That's right. I somehow hooked up my Twitch to an arcade machine. Don't ask how I pulled that off, even I'm not sure. That's the way to prove she's not a bimbo. She's able to break the laws of physics and technology to make that work.
Be with that.
I'll go get the teacher. You two wait here. And don't argue while you're at it.
How about you pick up the stuff that's on the floor and see what's actually broken?
Thanks for saving Hannah.
Ew. Is this going to turn into one of those cheesy makeup scenes?
You're the one who humiliated me.
And so what if I did? That was years ago. Look at how successful you are now.
Hold on, how many years ago was it? Because these two are teenagers. Did they just have did they have thousands of followers or something as a child streamer and bring on someone else
Did they start on YouTube when they were 10?
That's involved in some sort of controversy. What controversies was she involved in at the age of 10 on Twitch? Okay, so get this. Today, all of my Pokemon cards were stolen by famous Twitch streamer, blah, blah, blah. You see the collection I had? I lent them to her today, and she hasn't given them back yet. Look at her shelf. You can tell it's my... I don't know. I'm not really sure. I would love to see what kind of thing a 10-year-old would get cancelled for on Twitch.
Ugh, it's useless arguing with you.
I know what
All you'll
kinds
do-
of things a teenager would get cancelled for.
Not a teenager, a 10-year-old. That's what we're saying. Also, look at the way
Yes.
that the bookcase ends up,
And
moving.
so what if I did? That was years ago. Look at how successful you are now.
Ugh, it's useless arguing with you. All you'll
Boom, different shot. Anyway, what were you saying?
Boom, different shot. But I was also gonna say, yeah, there's a lot of 10-year-olds getting cancelled, mostly in the art and animation community.
Oh, right. I should have expected that. Not expected that from the 10-years. I mean, from the community.
Basically, two people have an art style that looks too similar. Bam, tracing, copying, get out of here.
Ah, those sorts of things. Gotcha. I see. Aha.
You see, that
Hi.
is what cancels children, because two amateurs with a similar style cannot coexist on the same platform, apparently.
Of course
Hi,
not, even though
hi.
statistically that was always going to happen. But then again,
Mhm.
children don't know about statistics yet.
All do is avoid the blame. Like a coward.
You're also avoiding the blame.
Just hit this part out loud. And that's it. That's the video. Yeah. Madison gets 2 lines apparently. I mean, I knew this was going to be from Stella's perspective, but I didn't realize like how little time she was going to be on screen. I mean, it's not like Jake vanishes in the Music Freaks whenever whenever there's someone else that gets the focus.
Another
Yeah, she's all a bit
short,
too present.
another short and sweet episode.
Uh,
I really like that they tried like different angles and stuff. That was actually pretty neat, even if one of the shots didn't look quite right.
mhm.
Yeah, and I guess I guess the advantage of this as like over something like Ultranova, for example, is the fact that Ultranova always focuses on Nashmera, and so we get like glimpses into other people's perspectives. But yeah, considering like how diverse that YouTube actually is as a whole, yeah, by all means, draw attention to some other people. Makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, the only thing I will have to say is that it has to do with Yemi. She sounds I don't really like her voice acting at all. You could tell that she's not really trying too hard. Like some of the lines could have said better and such on honesty. It just sounds very bland, like a typical someone trying to voice act when they have no experience with voice acting, or have learned how to voice act in
I
any case of.
suppose. I think also Yami has trained herself to speak in a very particular way, so coming out of that was probably extremely difficult.
Yeah.
Although I think there were some parts actually where she actually was able to go a little bit stern, but I could still always picture like the fact that she was probably smiling at the end of the microphone or something while that was going on. Like even when she was telling people off, she was able to like raise her voice ever so slightly, but not really like, lay into them too much. So yeah, ultimately, I'll still get, I guess, the point across. I mean, again, teachers like that do in fact exist. They'll still try, you still have to, command over the class, but they don't project as much or have as much of a range as well. Which is always interesting to me. I guess, yeah, with teachers, because a lot of them haven't done like too much in terms of like, anything to like dramatic training or something like that. So some of them will end up being that bland to begin with. So, but yeah, I feel like it worked for the most part, but I probably would like to see like a little bit more, I guess, energy, I think is the right word in her case.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad, but I just could tell, like, the way she delivered those lines. I'm like, she's definitely not voice acting, is she?
Everyone else brought the energy except Elijah. Elijah has an excuse because that's obviously like that's the role, that's the character. We understand it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but those are my pros and cons. Like, good episode, pretty cool angles and voice and everything like that. The cons are yummy, and there's some stuff that could have done to improve. But yeah, I honestly really enjoyed it. I don't really have anything super bad to say or anything. In all honesty.
Oh yeah, no, me neither. I enjoy the fact that we actually did have some more. But we had more of the stuff that we actually liked from the last one. We had the non-still shots. The plenty of extras. We even had a bunch of people. They had some people who were named and just like left for a moment's time just to say there was more people in the actual class. We have the custom artwork that blends into the background and doesn't distract from it. We have the inclusion of a few sound effects, actually. and we still have the music that does not overwhelm and actually, isn't too distracting. On top of some great performances, and especially I think the MVP is probably Stella as well, because we're talking about like quality of voice acting. Because again, with Stella, the first one, you don't really get too much from her because it's from Madison's perspective. So now we get to see the actual emotions from there. If you're going to do any performance, being able to do all of the emotions you might be required to do is essential. So there you go. I feel like Stella's got that covered, whichever of the name of the voice actor is. Let me just quickly check that. That was apparently Hannah Julia was the one who was the reaction channel that I thought, or the one who I think is a reaction channel.
Do you like Jackie and Harley's characters? Harley is a little bit too much for me, all honesty. Her voice just bothers my ears a lot.
Okay, April Dandria Ducky-chan is the name. Which sounds familiar.
Like, yeah, I'm with KW on this. I'm not a fan of Jackie either because she feels like a one-note antagonist.
I can see that.
Even though she's able to put on a facade of a different note as well.
Yeah, she's able to put on the facade of a different note, but the note we do know is her true note feels flat.
I think the awkward crush on Elijah was probably intended to eventually deviate from that. So we get more of like a clash between her personality and what she wants to try and come across as to the person that she has a crush on. We didn't get too much from that this time, but who knows? If this had continued, maybe there'd been a Jackie episode, or we'd have gone back to Madison. Who knows? Yeah, I have to take this series from my cold, dead hands because I don't want to let it go.
Dear Bad Ghost Kitty, we have to. It's time.
It's time, Ruddy. I made it a premature grieving process because I wanted to have the thing that I knew was going to be good for the return of Gacha Review. Which, yeah, on that note, yeah, I was right. Clearly, this was the way. This is the way to come back for sure. So yeah, next up, I think we need to go back to some trash, but fun trash, obviously.
Yes, the very better trash.
The kind that makes you want to pull your hair out, but in a good way, in an entertaining way.
Do you mean we're returning to the wonderful world of Lionsgate?
I was actually going to say Lily Trescott, but we could.
Both of those are equally valid options.
Okay, I tell you what. You know what? maybe leave a poll. If so,
leave a poll at the audience side.
Yes,
exactly.
let's have a poll.
Cinder voices. Yeah.
Guys,
okay, so if someone's watching the VOD, I'll link it in. I'll link the poll in the description. I think I can do that. And if someone's watching like right now, I will make a community post after this stream ends.
Guys, vote for Lily Trescott or Lionsgate. Please put in your votes once this live stream is over. Just saying, guys, do it.
I actually really love Jackie and Harley. If we've been started by 30, that's like encounters in this series. I mean, Harley was overbearing for the most part. I mean, her heart's in the right place, but yeah, for right now, definitely seems to be, hogging the screen a little bit. In universe, in the actual series, is actually fairly balanced as far as screen time goes. Anyway, rest in peace, YouTuber Academy. You shall be missed. Indeed, you shall. This was a fun deviation. Let's get back into the garbage now. I think we will really want to see on Gacha Review.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, but before any of that,
at this point, Gacha Review survives in the trash can with every piece of media reviews.
Yeah, and it survives longer in the trash can than lots of the media reviews.
Yes.
At some point we have to make a playlist out of deleted videos or something like that. Just to show this is the only place you can see these now. Anyway, that's for other days. So yeah, we'll make a poll, but for now, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe to us already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.